Hi friends, I hope you all watched Oppenheimer movie. If not, please do watch the movie and let us discuss why United States of America dropped atomic bombs on Japan during World War II. Okay, and before that, we need to talk about Pearl Harbor attack that Japan did. It's a surprise attack on United States of America that occurred on December 7th, 1941. There is a strong connection between Pearl Harbor attack and United States of America's nuclear bombs attack on Japan. Okay? And friends, before that, I would like to request you to subscribe to our SciTechwiz channel. We are going to talk about science and technology and various interesting facts in our channel. So please do subscribe to our channel. If you like our videos, just click the like button. If you dislike our videos, just click dislike button. Express your opinions in the comments section, okay? Let us come to the point. Pearl Harbor attack. Where exactly Pearl Harbor is located? This harbor is located on the island of Oahu, Hawaii, and it is most famously known for the surprise attack that occurred there on 7th December 1941 by Japan. This attack by the Imperial Japanese Navy against the United States Navy stationed at Pearl Harbor was a pivotal event that led to the United States entry into the World War II. The Japan's attack is a surprise attack. On the morning of 7th December 1941, Japanese aircraft launched a surprise attack on the US Pacific Fleet stationed at Pearl Harbor. The attack involved airstrikes from carrier-based planes that targeted battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and other military installations around the harbor. The attack inflicted significant damage on the United States of America's Navy, with 8 battleships, 3 cruisers, 4 destroyers, and various other ships being damaged or sunk in Pacific Ocean. The attack also resulted in the destruction of almost 200 aircrafts. More importantly, over 2,400 Americans were killed and around 1,200 Americans were wounded. So, this attack on Pearl Harbor by Japan was a profound shock to the American people and the American government. The following day, that is on December 8, 1941, the United States declared war on Japan, officially entering World War II. So, if Pearl Harbor attack was not there, so USA, it was remaining silent and we wouldn't have seen USA in World War II. So, Japan, with their attack, invited United States of America into World War II. So, a date which will live in infamy. President Franklin D. Roosevelt addressed Congress on 8th December 1941 to request a declaration of war against Japan. In his famous speech, he referred to December 7th as a date which will live in infamy. A turning point in the World War II is this Pearl Harbor attack. It galvanized the American public and mobilized the nation's resources for total war. The United States joined the Allied powers, and over the next few years, the country played a crucial role in the defeat of the Axis powers, including Japan. So Pearl Harbor is now a national historic landmark and home to the USS Arizona Memorial, built over the sunken battleship USS Arizona, which remains a grave site for the crew members who lost their lives during this attack. So, this Pearl Harbor attack is considered a defining moment in World War II history, as it brought the United States into World War II and changed the course of the conflict. So, it is remembered as a solemn event and a symbol of the sacrifice and heroism of the military personnel who served during the war. And next, the United States of America dropped atomic bombs on Japan during World War II for strategic and political reasons. The decision to use the atomic bomb was a complex and controversial decision, and it had significant consequences both during the war and in the post-war era. So let us discuss few reasons behind it. The first point is Japan's Pearl Harbor attack that is there in the minds of millions and millions of Americans. Okay, so this is an answer. Atomic bombs are the answer for Pearl Harbor attack. And next, shortening the war. So by 1945, World War II had been raging for several years, resulting in millions of casualties and extensive destruction. The United States believed that using the atomic bomb would expedite the end of the war and save Americans' lives. The alternative to using the bomb was to continue a costly and potentially prolonged invasion of the Japanese home islands, which was expected to lead to massive casualties on both sides. So USA decided for this nuclear bomb. The atomic bomb was a new and devastating weapon, and the United States saw it as an opportunity to demonstrate its military might to the world, so including the Soviet Union. The use of the nuclear bomb served as a warning to other potential adversaries during the early days of the Cold War. So everybody has a fear in their mind. If I am going to mess up with USA may throw a nuclear bomb on our country. This was the fear in every country after this nuclear bomb attack. And one more important point is, despite being heavily bombed and facing setbacks in the war, Japan's leadership was reluctant to surrender unconditionally. The Potsdam Declaration, issued in July 1945 by the United States, the UK and China, called for Japan's unconditional surrender. However, Japan's leaders initially rejected this demand. This also invited nuclear bomb into Japan. The atomic bomb was intended to shock and awe the Japanese leadership and Japan people. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki were devastating, causing immense loss of life and destruction. The hope was that such a display of force would lead to a swift surrender. So, by using the atomic bomb and bringing about Japan's surrender, the United States sought to avoid Soviet military involvement in the war against Japan. The US was concerned about the expansion of Soviet influence in the post-war era, and US wanted to ensure that Japan surrendered before the Soviet Union could launch an invasion. So these are all various reasons. So it is crucial to note that the decision to use atomic bombs remain a subject of intense debate and ethical consideration. The bombs of Hiroshima and Nagasaki resulted in the deaths of tens of thousands of civilians and had long-lasting health and environmental consequences. Some argue that alternative approaches, such as continuing conventional bombing campaigns or waiting for Japan to surrender, could have achieved the same results without using atomic weapons. However, the decision was made in the context of wartime urgency and the belief that it would end the conflict sooner. So this is the background of this nuclear bomb by United States. Anyway, Oppenheimer movie, this is inviting us to discuss all these historical events and historical incidents. So we have thrown a light on these historical incidents. If you are really interested to know more, just subscribe to our SciTechwiz channel, click subscription button and wait for our videos. Every day we are publishing a video. Watch our videos. Thank you. Bye. Bye-bye.